guys, Bethy, and today I'm going to be doing a recommendations video, and this one's going to be on sci-fi books. I'm a huge fan of sci-fi books. I've not read enough of them, to be honest. So here are my I have about 5 on this pile to show you that if you've not read yet, then I really do suggest that you can pick them up because they are fantastic sci-fi reads, especially if you are a big sci-fi lover. So the first one on my list is probably one that everyone knows about, is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This is a fantastic sci-fi book. It's like, I think, one of the best ones I've actually ever read, and if you didn't know, the third one, Morning Star, is actually coming out pretty soon, so you've still got time to read the first and the second one before the third and final one comes out, and you can catch up on this amazingness. I'm so excited for the third one to come out. I cannot wait for it. And if you do not know what it's about, I will read it from the back. And it says, the Earth is dying. Darrow is a red, a miner in the interior of Mars. His mission is to extract enough precious elements to one day tame the surface of the planet and allow humans to live on it. The Reds are humanity's last hope. Also, it appears, until the day Darrow discovers it's all a lie, that Mars has been habitable and inhabited for generations by a class of people called themselves the Golds. A class of people who look down at Darrow and his fellows as slave labour, to be exploited and worked to death without a second thought, until the day Darrow, with the help of a mysterious group of rebels, disguises himself as a Gold and infiltrates their command school, intent on taking down his oppressors from the inside. But the command school is a battlefield and Darrow isn't the only student with an agenda. And this book was just, it blew my mind, to be honest. It was just fantastic. I loved every part of this book. And the second one in the trilogy, which is called Golden Sun, which is out now. And I'm just so ready for the last book, but I'm not ready for it because I don't want it to be over. So yeah, if you've not read Red Rising, then I really suggest that you do, because you will not be disappointed. The next book I have to show you is a YA book, and I didn't really know whether to classify this as sci-fi, but then I thought the main character is part cyborg, so it's gonna be sci-fi, and that is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. And if you've not read this yet, then I really suggest you do, because the last book just came out. I still haven't read the last book yet though, but it is just fantastic. It is about a girl named Cinder who lives in New Beijing, and she is part cyborg, and it's got all the elements of Cinderella, but there's more to it. There's a lot more action in this story, and come on, she's a cyborg. Like, that's what really sold this story to me when I first read on the back. That Cinder is a gifted mechanic in New Beijing and is also a cyborg. What more can you want? I love stories with cyborgs. I don't think there's enough of them out there. But yeah, so this one really is fantastic, and if you've not read it yet, then I really suggest that you do, because it's so good. Like, I want everyone to read it and then just fall in love with this series like I have. The next book I have to show you guys is a fantastic alien book, and that is Conquest by John Connolly and Jennifer Ridyard. This is the first book in the Chronicles of the Invaders, and I got this a few years back. I got sent this proof, and it's just fantastic. I fell in love with it, and ever since then I've been getting the other ones in the series, and the next ones are just, the next one is Empire, and I think the one after that is Oblivion. I don't know if I'm missing any there, but yeah. The Earth has been invaded by a beautiful civilized alien race basically, and humanity has been conquered, but still it fights the invaders, and the resistance grows stronger for its young people of Earth who are best equipped to battle the Illyria. I think that's how you pronounce it, the alien race. It was just fantastic. I really did enjoy every part of that story. Like, it was such a good first book, you know, for a series, and it's aliens. Like, more aliens please. I love anything about aliens, and it was just fantastic. It was just brilliant. So yeah, if you would love to read that book, then I will leave a link down below so you can check it out more, check out my review, see why you'll probably want to buy it, and especially if you do love aliens and sci-fi, then this book is the one for you. The next book I have, and this is such a beautiful cover as well, is The Dark Forest by Cixin Liu, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this was fantastic. Like, but first things first, look at that cover. How beautiful is this cover? It's just fantastic. And I will give you a brief description what the book is about. And it says, imagine the universe as a forest patrolled by the numberless and nameless predators. In this forest, stealth is survival. Any civilization that reveals its location is prey. Earth has, and the others are on their way. Right, so It just, as soon as I first read that, before I read this book, I was just gripped. I was like, oh, well, this sounds fantastic. It's a really big book. It did take me quite a few days to get through it, but I was happy to take my time with it. I didn't want to rush it or anything, but it was just brilliant. It was outstanding. It was fantastic, and I think everyone would love this book, and if you've not read it yet, then I really do suggest you do, and let me know if you do pick it up so then we can discuss it, because I don't know many people who've read this. So read it and love it, and then we can talk about it. The last book I have to show you is possibly one of my favourite books, and it is just fabulous. I mean, I just loved every second of it, and don't know why it took me so long to read it. But that is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This has a little bit of everything in it. Romance, action, drama, just everything. Everything into this sci-fi book. Isn't the cover just beautiful? I love that on my wall. I think it'd look very nice by my bookcases. But yeah, this was a fantastic book, and I will also give you a little brief description of what it's about. So this book is about a girl named Rosemary, and she joins the crew of the Wayfarer, and she isn't really expecting much when she joins, but a whole lot of stuff does happen. I don't know what it was about this book that I really did enjoy, but it just had me captivated from the very first page, and I didn't stop reading until the last. Didn't really want to put it down. I wanted more. I needed more. I really suggest that you go pick it up and love it as much as I did, because it was just fantastic. Like, there's no words basically for how amazing this sci-fi novel was, and Becky has done an amazing job with this book, so big props to her. So yeah, they were my 5 sci-fi recommendations to you guys. Let me know about your sci-fi recommendations down below in the comments about some sci-fi books I haven't read. I'm always looking for some really great sci-fi books to read. And please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!